My name is Cora Morgan. I am from Saging Anishinaabe First Nation, and I am the Special Advisor on Indigenous women's issues. I am so very excited for you all to be here to hear about this really amazing initiative. At this time, I'd like to ask Bear to come and open us up with an honor song. She's kindly received tobacco to share in a song, and she is part of the DCSP Mino'Ayaawag team. And we're appreciative of her agreeing to share with us now.
Namaste, everybody. My name is Bear. This is the honor song.
Kichimigwech Bear. I would like to now welcome Grandmother Karen Swain to offer us an opening prayer and start us off in a very good way. Miigwech.
Good morning, everyone. I want to acknowledge the tobacco that has been given, and I want to acknowledge the drum and the song. Abajumashumasak, Bujunukomisak, now Quagichugo Quadishnakasa Sawiganu on away Magan. Grandmothers and grandfathers, we want to come before you today and give thanks for life. We want to thank you that we were able to gather together to witness this that is the answer to many, many prayers, much tobacco, many ceremonies, much hope and dream. I want to acknowledge the vision of Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag. I want to acknowledge the many hearts and minds that have put their good work into bringing this to fruition. And this place is more than walls. It's more than tile. This place will be a home. I want to acknowledge all that this building has been in the past, and I want to pray in a good way for all that it is to become in the future and beyond. I want to ask that you will look after and watch over everyone who comes through those doors. I want to ask that you will take care of and look after our community, our families, and every individual. I want to acknowledge that in all the challenges that we face in the community, it is hopeful and wonderful to see these visions coming to life, and to have these opportunities to make life better, and for that true Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag to occur. And I look forward to what is coming, and I give thanks for all of that. And I ask that you will continue to look after and watch over all of us in your kind and loving way. Miigwech.
Miigwech, Grandmother Karen Swain. I would like to now welcome the Honorable Nahanni Fontaine, Minister of Families and Minister responsible for Women and Gender Equity and Accessibility, as she shares some opening remarks with you.
Miigwech, Cora. First and foremost, I just want to welcome everybody here this morning. I want to say miigwech to each of our partners that have come out to hear this really incredibly important announcement this morning. I want to give a shout out to Brandon, our amazing women in Brandon, DCSP, all of the folks that are here. This really is a representation of all of the work that we do collectively in our own spaces, and how the work that we do is so important to be able to support Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit. And so I value each and every one of you. We have our wage team here. We have some of our assistant deputy ministers here. This really is an extraordinary day, and you know, is a testament to everybody working so hard for so many years. In March of 2003, 16-year-old Felicia Solomon Osborne from Norway House Cree Nation and a student of R.B. Russell School went missing. 3 months later, in June, parts of Felicia's body were found along the Red River near the Alexander Docks. The following day, one of our local papers ran a headline that read, and I quote, "Prostitute with gang ties found." That headline was not only cruel, it dehumanized Felicia. It reflected a society that far too often dismisses Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit relatives. It revealed the deep inequities and racism upon which the issue of missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirited are predicated upon. On a cold November day, months later, many of us gathered at the Alexander Docks in memory and honor of Felicia. After the prayers and the remarks, Felicia's grandmother, Darlene Osborne, came up to me and said, and I quote, "We really need a 24/7 center, drop-in center for Indigenous women and girls," end quote. Almost 22 years later, after years of persistence, advocacies, and really calls to anyone that would listen, I am honored to stand here today to announce our government is investing $3.5 million in the establishment of the Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag Lodge right here in this space. We're partnering with Ikwewag Lodge, an organization with a strong history of leadership in sheltering Indigenous women and their children impacted by gender-based violence. Together, and under the leadership of Executive Director Kim Fontaine, we are creating a space here that will literally save lives. Once renovations are complete, the Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag Lodge will become a warm, welcoming, culturally safe, low barrier, emergency safe space, or lodge, as we are calling it, where Indigenous women can walk through the doors and immediately find safety, dignity, and support. I want to be clear with everyone, the Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag Lodge is not a shelter proper. It is meant for 24 to 48-hour stays and by referrals. This lodge will serve as a bridge, a soft handoff, helping women to connect to broader web of supports that they may need, including housing, healthcare, addictions treatment, justice supports, cultural healing, and community connection. The Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag Lodge is about building trust, walking alongside women and ensuring they're supported every step of the way in their healing and safety. It will expand system capacity by reducing barriers and providing trauma-informed, culturally grounded care. By increasing access to safe spaces, it will also strengthen public health and safety by helping to prevent violence, exploitation, and harms of systemic inequities and prolonged vulnerabilities. The Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag Lodge is our foundation, the cornerstone of our Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag strategy, a strategy designed to weave together a network of supports for Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit relatives. It's a web of care and empowerment where government and community move together forward. This past May, we announced the establishment of the Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag DCSP Indigenous Women's Unit, who are here with us today, and we are so incredibly proud of the work that you folks do. This unit will perform part of the web, working as a referral mechanism and working with women in crisis and need. Today is both a celebration and a solemn reminder, a reminder of the sacred commitment I made and most of us in this room made many, many years ago to advocate for and protect the lives of Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit relatives. Today is also the result of years of dedication, blood, sweat, and tears by matriarchs and community leaders who have never stopped working to keep our women and girls safe. Here in Manitoba, we know government must walk hand in hand with community to ensure that Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit relatives have the access to the help they need when they need it. Because when Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit relatives are safe, all of Manitoba is stronger. That is the future that we are building here together today. Miigwech.
Miigwech, Minister Fontaine, for telling us about the exciting new initiative, and miigwech for sharing the story of the long path that you've walked with our community to get us to this point. I would now like to call upon our partner for this initiative, Ikwewag Incorporated's Executive Director, Kim Fontaine.
Good morning. Today is a powerful and emotional day. It is a day of honor, a day of truth, and a day of commitment. We are gathered here to recognize and uplift the voices, lives, and spirits of Indigenous women, girls, two-spirit, and gender-diverse relatives, those who are still with us, those we continue to search for, and those who have been taken from us far too soon. With a deep love and respect, I want to extend my gratitude to the Matriarch Circle, to the families and friends of missing and murdered, to the advocates, the knowledge keepers, the helpers, the healers, and the leaders who have walked this path for so long, carrying stories, carrying grief, and carrying hope. Your courage and wisdom have shaped the heart of this initiative. It is with that spirit we are honored to be the operational partner for the Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag 24/7 Safe Space Lodge, a place of safety, of culture, and of healing. Ikwewag has been providing support to Indigenous women for decades as the only provincially funded Indigenous women's gender-based violence shelter. We are guided by a strong board of Indigenous women, a knowledge keeper, and by the women who have shared their journey with us. The work we have done to date and the work ahead will be supported by the strong relationships we have with other community organizations that work with us and for the same community. None of us could do this work in a good way without the support of each other, so thank you to all of you. This space is not just a building. It is a vision brought to life by and for Indigenous women. Operated by Indigenous women, it will be rooted in love, dignity, and self-determination. It is a space where women can come as they are and be held with compassion, without judgment, day or night. Mino'Ayaawag Ikwewag means all women doing well, and that is the intention behind every part of this space. Here, there will be food to nourish the body, a warm place to rest, to ease the mind, access to elders and traditional medicines to lift the spirit, and cultural practices that reconnect us to identity, ancestry, and strength. Counseling spaces, dedicated crisis line operated by trained Indigenous staff, mobile transportation to ensure safe travel to the lodge. This is a place where women will not only be safe, but where they will be seen, heard, and celebrated. A place where gifts, knowledge, and lived experiences can be shared. A place of empowerment and healing. It will also create meaningful employment opportunities for Indigenous women to walk in their purpose, to be the aunties, the sisters, the knowledge keepers, the cooks, the medicine carriers, and the fierce protectors they were always meant to be. We know the root cause of MMIWG 2S+ are deeply tied to colonization, racism, sexism, poverty, and displacement. This safe space is a part of a larger movement to not only address the harm, but to build pathways forward, pathways that are culturally grounded, trauma-informed, and community-led. Let us be clear, this space is an act of resistance, of reclamation, and of love. It is one more step in honoring the sacredness of Indigenous women and